Good day, my name is Jerry, and welcome to Kathon's Journey, where I will be showing my journey throughout the Philippines and Asia. My motto is, go ahead and take the risk, no matter what anyone says, as to live an adventure for a fun and fulfilling life. Okay, this journey takes us from where I was living at Negros Oriental up here to Iloilo. So I'll zoom in here. Basically, I was living down here in Bacong and south of Dumaguete. Drove up the coastline here, cut off across the mountains through here to the other side, and then took it up here to Bacolod. Again, most of these names I'm going to screw up pretty good, but then we took a ferry from over here to Dumangas, and then we went over to where we live over here in one spatial condo unit over here in Iloilo City. Now, Iloilo City, although I have very little on it, I did lose some photos somewhere, but it's a very, very clean city. I was very impressed with how clean it is. It has, along this area through here, it has probably, I bet, 6 to 8 pretty good sized malls, especially in this area right here in Mega World. I think, let me back out, where am I? Yeah, about right here, SM City here. Mega World Boulevard, yeah, there's a lot of malls and everything around here. Robinson's over here, and they have a lot of hospitals around here too. So, but again, it's a very clean city. You see they have this river basin here, and this river that goes out to the ocean. This is very nice. They have a walkway that basically follows the river on both sides, and it's made for biking, jogging. It's got a lot of venues along the way. They decorate the bridges going across at night, lights come on. So we took this all the way one time, walked it. I think it was like 2.5, 3 kilometers, and then wound up walking it back. So that was a pretty good walk. But they really got a lot to do along the river that's here. Now myself, I'm not much of a city guy. I did enjoy being there, but we was looking more for beaches. There is a little beach here, but it's not what I would like. Over more towards the Oten area, they do have beach areas. We were quite a bit here, but we found out most of the beach areas were here on Iloilo was mainly over on this side. We did drive around the point here, but most of the beaches were on this side and up here a little bit for being close to Iloilo City. But again, this is like a 2-hour drive or more. So, except for right here in this beach area, which we mainly went to. So we drove up in the mountains a lot. Right here, you can see the mountain line here. Now up here is a lot of falls. I will have one of these in this video. I think it's this one. Yeah, I don't even know how to pronounce that. I have no idea. So anyway, this falls is on there, and but there is a lot of falls we went through here. But when we went there during the summer, it had very little rain. So one of the big falls, which you can see, this one you can see a long ways away, it had, was hardly trickling over. So most of the falls were not very good when we were there. But this video here, I went from Iloilo up to Roxas City. Been up there a couple times. One time we went from Roxas City over to probably the top 5 beaches in the Philippines to Boracay over here. That was on my last video for Boracay, but this one's going to be Roxas City and some of what we saw here and driving along the coastline. I do have more videos coming up for these ones over here, these islands which we went island hopping on, and then another one right across from Iloilo, Gurmajas Island, and there's a lot of beaches along here. So, as a matter of fact, if you like the beaches, we mainly went over here to this island and followed around the coastline and had some nice beaches, pretty private also, and that. So, with that, we'll go ahead and get into the video again, which is on Roxas City, some of the falls, and a couple long things along the way. Appreciate you watching. Bye.
Here we are in Iloilo. Got a test there showing I am Iloilo.
the sign. Again, we moved here from south of Dumaguete area, and again, a really clean city, really nice. But then we drove up to Roxas City, as you see here. It's the northern part of the Iloilo Island, and real nice city here, right on the beach. As you see, there's the ocean. Again, it was pretty clean. This basically where we're at here is the boardwalk area. You'll see more of it here in a minute. This is the main area. All the way down there, they got festivals. Right here you see a pretty large fountain that you see, and pretty wide beach. It's kind of low tide right now, as you can see. The waves weren't too bad. Got a little swim area out there. They had more on that I saw also later on. And a little island, probably be good snorkeling there. Then I got a pretty good size island, yeah, right there, which I never did go to. I thought it would be pretty good to show. And then right here is it's called this Roxas. It's the People's Park. That's the name of this park area. And you see this little track thing they got right here. You'll see what that's about here in a minute. And as you see, the people here. So it's real nice to walk into. They got restaurants down on the other side, as you see right here. This is what that is used for at night for kids and everything. They got you driving around. Here's Tess and her daughter there driving around. Almost getting crashing there going through it. So a little picture of both of them with the same uniform. And so that's pretty nice to do. It's a real nice area. So when we drove up to around there, when you get there, one of the first things you'll see here in a minute, you see it from quite a ways because it's so tall, is this church, and you'll see here why. But it's on this top of the hill that you see where we're at. Great view looking down at the city and overlooking the ocean. And this is the parking lot, but then you'll see it right there, this huge Jesus Christ statue that's above the church. We'll get more into this here in the church in a minute, but you can see this quite a ways away before you hit Roxas City as you're coming in, and so we drove up there to check it out. And again, it's on top of the hills, as you see here. It's got great views up there, both on the mountainside and then back down towards the ocean. So here it is in the front. You can see it's an actual church, a very open-ended church. On the one side, a huge Jesus Christ there. And then this is a little, I think it's a donation center that they have there with Mary and Jesus Christ looking up. Again, overlooking the ocean. Come back out, and there's the church again. Again, one side is pretty open, the other side's enclosed, where they have it. So I waited till service was over. When we first got there, service was obviously running, but I waited a little bit afterwards till the service was over, and then did the out of respect, and did a drone. I did ask the security guard if it was okay for the drone. He said yes. Obviously, I told him I'd wait till after the service. So looking up there, again, nice view on the drone. Looking out, there's that island, Roxas City's right there. You see really the rain started coming on later on. It was really raining pretty good. So, but all that's Roxas City there. And there's that island that I just showed you. That'd be nice to go to, I believe. Little valley. Going down to the ocean. Hills up here next to it. Trying to get the camera set, coming in. Not very good with the drone camera. So then backing out here, again, it's got some crosses down by the church there. Not sure the significance of that, except for 3 crosses for, Jesus Christ and 2 others that got crucified. And yeah, be a nice place to go to church, come up. As long as there's a cross breeze too. Again, it's very open. I think all of those on the roof are vents going through where it allows air to go through but rain not to come down. I tried getting down here a little further where you could see into it, into the church. I didn't want to get too close. People were still coming out, driving through. So, but yeah, very, very, very nice, and a very huge Jesus Christ structure that you see when you're driving up to Roxas City. So again, a lot of rain coming down, heading over there, getting a little closer. So we knew we had to pretty much get out of there pretty quick. Now this was, I believe, while we were driving from Roxas City up to Boracay, and we came across this. Yeah, this is on the road there, nice valley that we saw going up. Now right here, this is right out of Roxas. What side would it be on? I think it'd be either the west or north side, and it's got this fishing village in this area. But you see here, got some old ships, low tide. Obviously, you can see some of these they don't bring in. See the holes all smashed in. You can tell it's been there for a while. There's a lot of houses on the back. But there's a lot of fishing around this area, and it actually did smell a lot like fish in the area too. This is a little further down. You can see where the river's starting to come in. They got these huts and these, I don't know if they're fishing corrals that they have. You see where, I don't know if they just people live there. Some of them look like they actually live there, but definitely where they work and take their breaks on there. And then I did it again from the bridge across the river before the basin, as you see here. So guys up there fishing on the bridge. And then yeah, you can see where these looks like the tide is going out here, go to the river, going out to the ocean there too. Maybe the tide's down a little bit, but you can see all those you know, I'm assuming right here, there's fish pools here. I'm assuming they don't bring in a fish here and they get out, then they dry them. I know there's a lot of dry fish that I saw around everywhere. So, but you can look how far it goes down the river, and there's, you know, houses or these places where they work there all the way down the river. Zooming in on some more. So you can see where they're building the structures there, and then launch them and bring them out, and then take them wherever, I guess. Then they had a hut and a little house went onto it there, and then in front of them, this is where all the, I guess, the fish go. I'm not quite sure how it works. Now here we're at this falls. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. This is in Iloilo. When we went out a few times to different falls, the first ones we went to, we tried 2 or 3 times, but it had real low rain when we first started doing this. And the big falls that I showed you on the map, it doesn't even wasn't even you know, going over. It was very a trickle going over on that big fall. So, but later on, after it rained quite a bit, we went back up, and this is the falls that we saw. We actually were up there, had a hard time finding it. We saw this loco, then wound us, said, "Are you looking for the falls?" Yes. So she took us up there and showed us the way, and right here is where you see the falls. So she was actually up there collecting some of the trees or something she had carried with them, and then planting them up there further by the river, I think for corrosion resistance and that. So that's what she was talking to Tess about with those trees that she was planting. So the falls are pretty nice, you know, falls are. Here's just a quick shot of a beach area we were driving and saw. This right here is a little beach area we saw on the way up driving around the island. Again, that's about it for this Iloilo video. I got some more coming on some other islands. Have a good one. Bye.
You know what to do. Go ahead and hit those buttons. And thank you for watching K-Ton's Journey.